Ooh, yeah, so good. Time for an update, Southeast region. A new wave of progress we believe in. Jonathan Burnos here, your guide to what's new. Building a partnership that works for you. On the Instructure flow, let's keep the knowledge growing. The seeds of success we are sowing. Let's keep that knowledge growing.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Southeast U.S. Higher Education Success Monthly. This is for the month of April. I am your Customer Success Manager, JB, or to some of you, Jonathan Burnos. But we are doing we did some realignment here. I appreciate your patience. I know that I'm late getting this release video out, but we are making some adjustments to the territory, to the schools we're working with. So for a bunch of you, welcome. You're brand new. It's nice to meet you. If we haven't had a chance to meet or have an introduction call, we're working on that. So please reach out to me. I do have a scheduling link you can use to get some time on the calendar. If we have met, then we'll work on establishing some type of recurring call or check-in. But also for everyone that is now in or part of the Southeast U.S. region here, this is all going to be 2- and 4-year institutions. I'm going to share my map. So I want to align everybody into the region. I don't work with all schools, but I do have connections to all Kansas schools, small and large. But the segment or the area that I'm working in here is kind of highlighted on my Google map. I'm going to share this into a newsletter format that I send out with the release video. So you guys will have access to this. If you see someone, a peer institution, someone that you'd like to connect with, please reach out to me. One of my big objectives in growing the region and now moving in and working with some new schools is to kind of foster the networking that we've done so well in the established region and with the states of Florida and now Alabama. So we're going to continue to grow that. Part of this growth and some of these changes that I'm introducing with this monthly newsletter and this monthly video are going to be with office hours. So I want to pull up this graphic. I'm going to add this to our newsletter, our email. And this is to begin. I'm going to realign office hours. If you've been with me from the past, if we have a history of working together, then you know that I did run office hours for a time. I'm going to reset that, and I've been running office hours for the state of Florida monthly. We are now expanding to do an Alabama monthly office hours / call. So I'm going to be continuing to expand this for the Southeast U.S. region. This is going to include, we're going to have one office hours once a month, on the fourth Wednesday of every month at 11:30 Eastern Time. So 60 minutes, 11:30 to 12:30. This is a drop-in at your leisure. Please send faculty members, instructors that have questions, complex questions, or workflow, and if they want to talk through that, or maybe they just have questions about other third-party tools that they're using, please feel free to drop into these office hours. It goes the same for any campus administrator. If you also have questions about third-party tools, if you have general questions about workflow, what's going on in the roadmap, really anything at all, bring it to the office hours. During that time, I'll be available just to answer questions. I'm going to allow a lot of the networking to take place. So one thing that's worked really well in the state of Alabama and Florida is that they often talk to each other and they share resources, and they will share experience, references. So that's the goal. That's what we're going to be moving towards. But again, the fourth Wednesday of the month, we're going to be servicing the states of Washington, D.C. District, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. So that'll all be included in the fourth Wednesday of the month at 11:30 Eastern Time. We are also going to be conducting office hours for the state of Alabama. This is going to be the fourth Thursday of the month. So the upcoming fourth Thursday will be April 23rd. That's following the fourth Wednesday, April 22nd. For Alabama, this will be 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 to 3:30 every fourth Thursday of the month. And then we also have our Florida office hours, which will be the fourth Thursday of the month as well. Again, the very first office hours we'll have is Thursday, April 23rd from 3:30 to 4:30. Really, if you're part of the Southeast region, if you're receiving this email and this video, you're welcome to attend any of the office hours. So they're very open. You can stay as long as you want. You don't have to stay the entire time. Sometimes they move quickly. Sometimes we use the full 60 minutes. But this will be a resource for all of you. Included in the email will be a sign-up link in addition to the call information for each office hours. If you'd like to be added into a distribution list for the office hours as a reminder, or you'd like to be added into the distribution list to make sure that you're included on the calendar invitation, please fill out the form to do that. If you don't fill out the form, then I can't get you on the calendar invite, but you are still welcome to attend at that time if you make your own calendar placeholder and use the call information to join. It'll be the same each month, so that video call link is not going to change. The call-in information will be the same, so please feel free to attend. And again, if you do sign up for the distribution list, it'll be a little bit easier to make sure that you're part of the calendar invite. You'll get those reminders automatically from me. So I'm going to take us into April 7th through 13th, the Community Weekly Highlights. This will be the most up-to-date if you're reading, if you're following this. I'm getting hail outside right now. If you're following this this video during the week of the 13th, April 13th. So this is the previous week. A couple things I want to point out from the highlight here. One, this is the most up-to-date or accurate way to see upcoming events, to see blog post updates from our product owners and leaders. One thing I want to point out, which was very helpful, this was done my time right now, Tuesday, April 14th. We should be sending out the recording soon, along with the Q&A with the recording. But this was a product webinar entitled Beyond Multiple Choice, Elevating Student Assessment with New Quizzes. This is part of our New Quizzes series, and I'm going to be promoting this as well in the email. I'm going to point to it in this video as well. So I believe it is coming up soon here. I'll link to this also in the video in the monthly newsletter. If you haven't signed up for these yet, sign up. If you've already missed the session, some of these have already been conducted. You can view the recording. Those are linked here as well. So I definitely encourage you to do that. Even the K-12 focused webinar, I still think had some good tips and tricks and some good nuggets of information there for everyone. So the one that just took place yesterday was Beyond Multiple Choice. It was a great webinar. I got to also attend and assist with answering questions. We had some great questions that came in. The next webinar will be Tuesday, May 5th. This is the Path to Adoption. This will also be a great webinar to share resources and talk about kind of your pathway forward into New Quizzes. So again, I'll revisit that and share the information. That is also directly, it's coming from the weekly highlights. A great way to stay on top of all that. So there's also lots of other call outs. If you see things that are interesting and look like you have questions about them or would like to follow, just let me know, reach out and give you more information. So I do use this all the time. This is always linked into call agendas as well. Also, next real big event or webinar that's coming up that I want to make sure that you're all part of. This is going to be the New and Next Showcase. We do these quarterly. Monthly, we have updates from product, but the quarterly webinars are very engaging. They're from our product team. They present what's coming on the roadmap. So this next webinar is coming on April 21st. This will be noon. Looks like noon Eastern time. And or April 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern time. These times or these dates, this will be the same webinar, so if you can't catch one, maybe catch the other live. It's great to attend these things live because there's a great Q&A that occurs. If you can't make it, register for the webinar anyways, because you'll get a copy of the recording automatically when that's released. We don't have to remember to go and search for it. You'll just have it delivered to you. So if you can attend, please do. This session is going to focus on AI features, specifically the upcoming roadmap, so new features that are coming down the line. But I know there's been a lot of questions, and it's been a fuzzy line as far as what's built into Canvas, AI, Ignite AI, what's free or built in versus what are some of the paid features that are coming. We do have some premium or some pay-for features. Some of those have been introduced, so this should give some clarity to that as well. But those features that have been introduced, those will continue to remain free until the end of June, and then in July, those features will shift into a pay-for model. We're also going to release the pricing information for Ignite AI, which will be a little bit different than how we've priced product or integrations and services in the past. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that. I know I will, to get more information, learn about this. I know I'll have follow-up to this and questions. I'm anticipating that, but I will be there taking in the information as you are, and I'll be prepared to answer questions around that. So this will be hosted by Rachel Orston, our Chief Customer Officer, and our Chief Product Officer. Sharon will be there as well. So he's going to be representing product and giving all the great information about roadmap and pricing. So this is going to be a great session. Be sure to attend. Moving into additional notes, and something that I want to call out is the Canvas Collaborative Roadmap. Link to this in the newsletter as well and in the video. But this is a great way to share feature enhancement requests. We haven't had a process in place for some time. This is the new process. This is probably the best process we've had in place in some time. But if you'd like to share information, you can click on the Share a Contribution button. This will be my Easter egg. I don't know if you could hear that. I'll have to listen to the video back. Big clap of thunder. What's the problem you're trying to solve? Select the importance and then submit. Notice when you do submit an idea, and this is public, so your faculty, instructors that have enhancement requests, this is a great place. This is where you want to direct them. But if I have, let's say, a recommendation around new quizzes or a workflow, as I type this, it's going to match up with anything that's already been submitted. Super easy. If I go ahead and submit anyways without matching, maybe our product team will also look through those as well and find like submissions and combine those. The great thing about this, we avoid the black hole we've had in the past where if you do submit something under the My Contributions tab, you'll be able to track that. You'll also see anything that you vote on or is voted on. If it's your submission, you'll be able to track that as well. There'll be a category to find that. Those ideas, those enhancement requests will move into the Under Consideration tab. This will grow over time. But you'll notice that each feature that's here, if you want to or have many faculty that like to advocate for this feature, the more the better. You can share these pretty simply through the share link that is in the feature. You copy the link to the clipboard, put that into communications, and then there's also a fire truck now. I don't know if you can hear that either. Easter egg. My window's slightly open. It's too hot to close it. And then you'll see if there are people that are voting on features, you'll see them listed here as well. Importance, priority, that can help with product and roadmap movement. Active development coming soon as it moves to the roadmap. Eventually, as it hits the release notes, it will be in the released tab. One other thing I want to point out here, it's super important, is under the coming soon in the active development tab, there is a link for opportunities to co-create. I'm also going to link to this directly in my newsletter. I haven't found an easy way to jump to this page in the community any other way other than through the roadmap. So definitely bookmark this page when you have access to it. This is also public, but this is a great way, and this is kind of what the early adopter programs have evolved into. But product testing opportunities, if you want to see a sneak preview of things to come, these are items and projects that haven't necessarily even made it to the roadmap yet. But if you want to ensure that something does, if you think it's a great idea, to help product kind of evaluate resources on if we're going to move it into development, you can take part in these opportunities. You'll notice there's currently 16, but these continue to grow. Over the past few weeks, we've added more. But you'll see under the opportunities here, you can click into the opportunity. The label shows you if it's open yet or it's available to give feedback to. If you like what you see, if one kind of sticks out for you and you'd like to be a part of that, if you click into the opportunity, you get more kind of a synopsis and more information about the opportunity itself. At the bottom, this is the only part that I hope we tweak a little bit over time, but notice the way to participate with the opportunity, either by giving feedback or if you'd like to participate in a testing opportunity. There's a small caret at the bottom of the page next to the label. If you click on that caret, that will opt you into the testing opportunity. So you'll be connected into the product owner. They can reach out to you. You may be asked for feedback, or you may have an opportunity to actually test. So some of these are going to be different. Only caveat with all of this, as great as I think it is remember that this is the best place to track these opportunities to get information. Each opportunity is run by a individual, by a product owner. They're all a little bit different as far as how they communicate. So they all don't share calendars, so they're not looking to schedule around each other. So if you volunteer for too much, again, just friendly reminder that you may be overburdened quickly, so be selective over what you participate in and what you give feedback to. But it's definitely more interactive and it does rely on participant feedback in order to drive roadmap opportunities forward. It's a tongue twister. All right. So again, we'll link to this because I think it's a great page, great resource. Did talk about the new quizzes webinar. Make sure you have access to that as well. Finally, one thing I want to call out, this just happened a few days ago during the week. We had an announcement that was meant to be emailed to you first. I believe we did not get the email out to all of the contacts that it needed to go out to, so we're continuing to follow up on that as well. To be transparent, there was also a blog post planned, and it should have been published before the email had gone out. That will be published soon. It may already be out by the time I send this video, but there is some information in the community that was shared by you. So I do want to call out or call attention to it that we had planned on announcing a change to the beta environment, on changing the refresh cadence, which currently is at a week, 7 days for refresh. We are planning or had talked about changing that to a 21-day refresh cycle. So this is really a post by you all in the community that has a lot of great information in it. We received a lot of feedback about this, and rightfully so, with many of you using beta and many different ways for testing both data tests and also testing features and development. So 21-day refresh can kind of change your internal processes. And so we've got lots of feedback on how the announcement was made, about now not getting the email communication out correctly, but also just the 21-day refresh itself. And so we are going to follow up on this. Also, your feedback has been prioritized. It's a very high priority right now with our leadership team. It's being taken very seriously. It does have the power to make change, and I believe that is where it's at right now, being reviewed as far as the date that this takes place, which was scheduled for May, I believe. And so May 2nd, and that will probably change, but also maybe even the refresh itself, just receiving your feedback and looking at different use cases. So I would encourage you to continue to post here for more feedback or follow feedback, but also look for the official blog post, which should come out within the week, and I will refresh and send out that information via email as well. So, and I'm also still working on my distribution list, so please, I ask for your patience. I apologize I haven't got an email out to everyone, but I have a lot of new people that we're adding to that distribution list. So I want to make sure that everyone's on there that wants to be on there and moving forward, and that you're getting the information from me in this manner, in addition to just our calls and then individual reaching outreach from me. Lastly, but not leastly, if that's a thing, we're going to take a look at the release notes for April 18th. So a couple things I want to call out here. The biggest part of this release, which I'm very excited about, is the dashboard. So this is a customizable student dashboard. We are looking and anticipating additional enhancements that will come for a dashboard experience for faculty, instructors, and then eventually some updates for those that are in the Canvas administrator role. We're also looking at some updates for dual roles. So if you have an instructor who is also a student, maybe in some courses within the Canvas instance, we're looking at some updates for that as well. The very first part of this, though, is the student dashboard itself. You can't opt into this. This will continue to be off by default or in the account level disabled. You must enable it to use it. You can test this in beta. It's available in production over the weekend on the 18th. But this is a great way for if you are using the new dashboard, students will be able to customize adding widgets. So if they're wanting, and how they align those widgets will be up to them as well, so they can customize coursework, their grades, announcements. They can have a people filter. So there's all kinds of options they can choose from to add to the dashboard display, and then to move around or change the priority order over the dashboard. This is a toggle on and off as far as giving access to the student dashboard. The students can toggle back into the old display if it's distracting. So you'll notice there's a button here on top. So overall, I'm excited about the changes. Customization is great as long as it's controlled customization, which this one appears to be. So definitely give some tests and feedback. There's a video here, feature video to follow as well. It makes it a little bit easier. Also want to touch on the Ignite AI grading assistance for SpeedGrader. This was announced a number of months ago. This has been slow to roll, but this will be moving into the production environment over the weekend. This is one I want to give the caveat again, or call attention to, that this one is a planned pay-for feature. It will be free until the end of June, so don't fall in love with this one. I wouldn't promote this one yet to your faculty and instructors, although they will see this because it is public. But just keep in mind that this will be one that we'll cover on the new and next webinar, and it will probably have some type or become part of that pricing model for additional features. And I'll call those out as they come up. I hear you on the communication and it being in the release notes. Overall, it's a great feature. If you're looking for an assistant to speed up the workflow within a SpeedGrader, this is fantastic. But again, because of the type of tool, it is a large AI tool using and processing lots of data. It does fall into that category of requiring or may incur additional cost because of what it does. So keep that in mind. But do review even while it's free, just to get an idea or give feedback on these tools and how they work. We're always taking feedback to continue to mold and develop our Ignite AI tools. Also, we're taking a look at a navigation accessibility checker. So the accessibility checker came into the course level 2 months ago, and we continue to make updates to that accessibility checker. This one is an account level accessibility dashboard that pulls the reporting up from the course level. Now, if the course level is not using the accessibility checker, this is not going to report out. So you won't see data pulling up from a course, even if it's turned on. So this is only reporting data up. You do have some step down options though. From the account level, as an admin, you can see the issues themselves. It will link out to the issue. You can drop down into the course level from the account level report to actually make the fixes or to see the report or see the information in the accessibility dashboard at the course level. So what we don't have yet is possibility, but continuing to gather feedback is a method to actually initiate a check at the course level from the account level. So that's been part of some of the feedback. Definitely hear that. Would be a great option to add. Not saying that it's not possible someday, but right now it does not do that. You can only see visibility at the top level, which is great in itself. But in order for the tool to report, it has to be used at the course level. So not just turning it on, but the instructor has to use it. We're also looking at additional reporting to make it quick and easy to see which instructors are taking advantage of the accessibility checker and which are not. So far, though, this enhancement this month in April, this is an account level report for the course level accessibility checker. This is also built in and free. So no worries about this particular enhancement incurring any additional cost. All right, Rich Content Editor has added the auto-captioning and the interactive transcripts. So this is for all RCE media players. So the video options or configuration will allow you to select the caption manager. And so this is a welcome tool, helpful again when we're looking at accessibility tools, looking at for video especially. Auto caption has been coming for some time, so this will be a welcomed addition and enhancement to all video players. This is not contingent upon Studio. This is for all media players within the Rich Content Editor of Canvas. I believe those are the bigger updates I wanted to touch on. As you look through the settings on that, if there are questions, additional questions, reach out and let me know. Scrolling on down into the other. I don't see anything standing out here besides some smaller updates. The published portfolio model update, modal update, and enrollment sync improvements. Some small changes to the new Canvas portfolio tool. There's questions about that. We'll also be talking about that as we move into the summer. My big focus, though, for all of you, or for many of you, is going to be on the new quizzes and your transition from classic quizzes to new quizzes. If you haven't yet had a chance to test in beta to test the native Canvas integration, I encourage you to do that as well. That's going to be good prep for the summertime when we start to have these conversations about transitioning to new quizzes. That's going to be, again, big focus of mine. So if I haven't talked to you yet, I will be. But hey, if anyone needs a one-off call, just please reach out, let me know. You can use my calendar scheduler in my email, proactively reach out, put time on my calendar if I haven't reached out to you yet to schedule time, either recurring or just to visit intro, to meet some of you, to continue to meet the teams that you're working with Canvas. But I am a resource. Please let me know. Again, please attend the office hours. Please attend please take part in these monthly webinars. Send ideas, send feedback. It can only help us grow and become better. And again, I'm looking to continue to network and grow the region so that all of you get to know one another. And I hope to see you all at InstructureCon, which will be in Louisville, Kentucky this year. So Southeast, that's right up your alley. I'm excited to see many of you there, but keep in touch there. If you have questions about anything at all, please reach out. I'm looking forward to working with all of you, and hope you've enjoyed this new webinar. Outro.
Ooh, yeah, so good. Time for an update, Southeast region. A new wave of progress we believe in. Jonathan Burnos here, your guide to what's new. Building a partnership that works for you. On the Instructure flow, let's keep the knowledge growing. The seeds of success we are sowing. Let's keep that knowledge growing.